Okay, my big muscular friend, I saw you the other night on Jimmy Kimmel, kind of making fun of me. Telling the whole world about how you tricked me into doing the worst movie ever made. Nah. Does it bother me? Nah. Is it burnt into my memory like a horrible scar? Nah. Well, maybe just a little bit. So anyway, as you know, I write, which is something you don't. Oh, did I say that? And I've decided to write a sequel called, for you, called Stop or Your Grandmother Will Beat Your Ass. And I will be directing and producing and mocking it all the way through. Anyway, you keep punching, big guy, and good luck with your film.
When Hollywood gets a little spicy, you can bet it's going to be an exciting ride. Recently, Sylvester Stallone's comeback on Jimmy Kimmel's show had the late-night host struggling to stay calm, and the fans loved it. So, what exactly happened that made this such a big deal? Let's break it down. It all started when Jimmy Kimmel thought he could make a clever remark at Stallone's expense. On one of his shows, Kimmel made a joke about Stallone's views on Hollywood's changing landscape. He said something along the lines of, "Some people think they're bigger than the industry itself. Guess lifting weights makes you immune to progress." This was clearly a jab at Stallone, who has openly talked about his concerns regarding the rise of political correctness and the growing focus on trends rather than artistry in entertainment. The comment quickly caught the attention of Stallone's loyal fan base, sparking a storm of reactions on social media. Many people felt that Kimmel's joke was unnecessary and disrespectful. Stallone's fans, who admire his no-nonsense attitude and dedication to his craft, believed Kimmel had crossed a line. Some critics even accused Kimmel of attacking Stallone, not just for his opinions, but because he had dared to challenge Hollywood's status quo. What initially seemed like a simple joke soon turned into a full-blown debate. Fans were divided, and the controversy raised important questions about how Hollywood handles dissenting opinions. But this wasn't where the drama ended. Behind the scenes, the situation took an even juicier turn. Reports surfaced claiming that Jimmy Kimmel allegedly blocked Sylvester Stallone from appearing on his show. Leaked production memos suggested that the decision was made because Kimmel and his team were concerned Stallone might use the opportunity to further criticize Hollywood. They feared it could stir controversy and alienate parts of the audience. One source close to the situation even mentioned that it wasn't about Stallone's star power, he's a legend after all, but rather the uncertainty of what he might say live on TV. This revelation shocked many and painted a troubling picture of the entertainment industry, where even established figures like Stallone might face resistance for speaking out. Fans of Stallone were outraged, viewing this as an act of censorship. Many argued that Stallone, given his decades of contributions to the film industry, deserved the chance to share his side of the story. Hollywood insiders were also split. Some defended Kimmel's decision, while others questioned whether the industry was losing its ability to embrace diverse viewpoints. The fallout from the alleged snub only added fuel to the fire. What had started as a late-night spat quickly turned into a larger discussion about free expression and the limits of celebrity opinions. When Stallone finally spoke out, it wasn't just a simple reply. He delivered a masterclass in honest, thought-provoking commentary. In interviews and podcasts, Stallone didn't go on a rant, but instead offered measured, impactful responses that resonated with his fans.
When George Washington defended his country, without him, you can imagine what the world would look like. Guess what? We got the second George Washington. Congratulations!
I guess those punches Rocky took to the head were real after all. George Washington was the father of our country. Donald Trump is the father of Eric. Big difference there.
He pointed out in one interview that Hollywood has always been about pushing boundaries. But today, it felt like those boundaries were shrinking. Art is being replaced by what's trending, Stallone said. If you don't follow the script, you're out. In another conversation, he spoke out against the culture of exclusion, saying, "When did we decide it's okay to silence people just because they think differently? That's not creativity. That's conformity. These words struck a chord with fans who feel that modern Hollywood is more about fitting in than standing out. Stallone also took a shot at Kimmel, although he didn't name him directly. He said, "It's funny how people will criticize you for speaking your mind, but then avoid giving you a chance to explain yourself. That's not a conversation, that's a monologue." This comment caught the attention of many and only added fuel to the fire. As the feud continued, the internet became a battleground. Team Stallone quickly gained support, with fans defending him not just for his opinions, but also for calling out the double standards in Hollywood. Many pointed out the irony in Kimmel's joke, especially since Kimmel often invites controversial guests onto his show for ratings. Others argued that Stallone's concerns weren't new or radical, and silencing those who speak out against Hollywood's priorities only stifles meaningful conversation about the future of the industry. One viral tweet summed it up, saying, "Jimmy Kimmel can joke about Stallone all he wants, but it's clear who's actually standing up for creativity." Stallone built Hollywood classics. He deserves better than this. Fans shared clips from Stallone's iconic movies like Rocky and Rambo, showcasing his undeniable influence on Hollywood. On the other hand, Kimmel's supporters tried to defend him, claiming that his joke was harmless and that Stallone's views were outdated. However, their voices were drowned out by the overwhelming support for Stallone. The backlash against Kimmel grew so intense that some fans even called for a boycott of his show, accusing him of promoting an echo chamber rather than encouraging genuine dialogue. Realizing the situation was spiraling out of control, Kimmel and his team tried to make amends. They reportedly reached out to Stallone with an offer to give him full creative control over his appearance on the show. Stallone could decide what topics to discuss, avoid controversial subjects, and even approve the final edit of the episode. However, Stallone wasn't interested. In a statement, he declined the offer, citing his commitment to authenticity. "I don't need to stage a conversation to get my point across," he said. Fans celebrated Stallone's decision, viewing it as another example of his integrity and refusal to play along with what they saw as an opportunistic attempt by Kimmel to repair his reputation. Kimmel's attempt to salvage the situation only seemed to backfire. Critics accused him of trying to use Stallone's popularity to boost ratings while exposing how late-night TV is more concerned with appearances than meaningful conversations.
If you get close, I will break your jaw. I mean, I'm just telling you right now. I don't want to hurt you. I like you. You're tall, good looking. But you're now.
Stop.
This is what it said to do.
Sylvester Stallone's bold move didn't just shake things up for Jimmy Kimmel. It had a ripple effect throughout the entire entertainment industry. The drama sparked a big conversation about Hollywood, especially about the role of late-night shows in shaping the conversation. People started questioning whether shows like Kimmel's were truly open to different voices, or if they just stuck to a narrow point of view. And it wasn't only Kimmel who felt the heat, other late-night hosts found themselves under pressure too. Fans were calling for more honesty and less scripted content in interviews, leading to a shift in how entertainment is consumed. This whole situation revealed a growing demand for platforms that value realness over polished stories. Podcasts, in particular, gained popularity as an alternative to traditional talk shows. Unlike traditional late-night TV podcasts, allow guests to have unscripted, long-form conversations where they can speak their minds without the fear of being edited or misrepresented. Stallone's appearances on podcasts during the drama really highlighted this shift. Fans loved the depth and honesty of those conversations compared to the surface-level content often found on late-night TV. Hollywood took notice of this change, with some even thinking that Stallone's feud with Kimmel could be a game-changer for the industry. Audiences seemed to crave more genuine, unfiltered content, which put pressure on traditional formats to either adapt or risk fading into obscurity. It became clear that Stallone's stand wasn't just about a personal disagreement. It was a reflection of a larger desire for authenticity in Hollywood. As the drama cooled down, Stallone didn't just survive the storm, he thrived. At the heart of his comeback was The Family Stallone, a reality show that gave fans an inside look at his life. The series showed a different side of the Hollywood icon, focusing on him as a caring dad, husband, and mentor, rather than just the tough action star. Viewers were all in. and the show's success proved that Stallone had a knack for connecting with people on a deeper level. Critics praised the show for its authenticity, which was a welcome change from the often polished, artificial images we usually see in Hollywood. Stallone's willingness to be real, whether he was joking about family mishaps or reflecting on his long career, struck a chord with fans who were tired of the usual celebrity fluff. Social media only boosted this admiration, with clips from the family Stallone going viral. Fans shared moments that showcased his humor, wisdom, and down-to-earth personality. One fan commented on a viral post, "Stallone is the real deal. Hollywood needs more like him."
They don't even allow these today because they're so dangerous. But that's what they used when I did the film. I still have them because it's a time when people were tougher. Sorry, they were. When we force ourselves into tough situations, that's what the human creature is supposed to do. They're not supposed to have wheels on their suitcases. It's a convenience, no question, but it just makes things easier. Now with AI, you can literally put your brain in a pickle jar and have that machine do it. I cherish these moments. I cherish hard work. Even though I hate it, I know it's like strong medicine. It tastes horrible going down, but it makes you feel better.
This drama wasn't just a showdown between two celebrities, it was a wake-up call for Hollywood. While Stallone's popularity soared, Kimmel's ratings took a hit. The drama added to the already existing problems that late-night TV was facing. Networks like ABC and Disney were frustrated with Kimmel's struggle to keep up with what audiences wanted. Younger viewers, in particular, were tuning out traditional late-night shows in favor of platforms that felt more real and unscripted. People started comparing Kimmel to other late-night hosts who had faced similar issues. Unlike those hosts who had gone for a more laid-back, inclusive vibe, Kimmel stuck to scripted jokes and safe guests, which made him seem out of touch. The whole Stallone drama only highlighted this gap, with fans pointing out how many stars were skipping the late-night scene entirely in favor of podcasts, YouTube, or independent media. Celebrities like Matthew McConaughey and Keanu Reeves, for example, have been getting praise for their genuine, unscripted chats on podcasts, where they talked about their careers and life philosophies without the usual PR filters. Stallone's beef with Kimmel seemed to reinforce this trend, showing that audiences were no longer interested in the old-school celebrity PR game. Hollywood bigwigs couldn't ignore what was happening. The feud was more than just a clash of personalities. It was a signal of a bigger change in the entertainment world. As things settled down, one thing became clear. Stallone didn't just take down Jimmy Kimmel, he changed the game in Hollywood. This whole mess left a mark not just on their careers, but on the entire industry. It showed that fans now care more about authenticity than flashy gimmicks, and even the biggest stars in Hollywood can't ignore the shifting landscape. Stallone's comeback is now seen as a roadmap for other celebrities trying to navigate a world where fans want more than just a polished image. Meanwhile, Kimmel's struggles highlight the tough road ahead for traditional media as it tries to stay relevant in a rapidly changing entertainment landscape. So, whose side are you on? Did Stallone's authenticity win you over, or do you think Kimmel's format still has a place in today's world? Let me know in the comments below.